Hi there, your success philosopher and your humble servant. There are a lot more people who are motivational speakers and they're very famous, but I'm very unknown person, but I keep on motivating. My channel is Virendra DR. In this video, I want to let you know the power of belief. Throughout my life, I am learning how to be successful, and I read some of the books and I experienced myself. If you lose your mind, you lost the battle. If you lose the heart, you lose everything else. If you have courage, conviction, determination and willpower, and you never say die, you are bound to succeed. You may fail several times, but every failure will be a good lesson for you. And if you try your best, you can conquer and win in your life. Related to that, Walter D. Wintle composed a beautiful poem which I love and like very much. And it's my joy and pleasure to recite that poem before you. If you think you are beaten, you are. Listen, if you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you like to win, but if you think you can't, you will definitely not. If you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you like to win, but if you think you can't, it's almost certain that you won't. If you think you will lose, you are lost. For out in the world we find, success begins with personal will. Success begins with person's will, it is in the state of mind. If you think you are outclassed, you are. You have got to think high to rise. You have to be sure of yourself when you can win a prize. Life's battle don't always go to the stronger, the faster man, but sooner or later the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. If you read one book which I suggest, you might have read also, by Claude Blister, The Magic of Believing. And then you will read one chapter, 8th chapter, that says the magic of believing, that is the power of belief. Belief make things happen. Remember, my friend, there is also one beautiful quote by all the greats. Confucius, the Chinese philosopher and the greatest inventor in the automotive sector, Henry Ford, said, "You can do it if you believe. You cannot do it if you don't believe." Means belief is the real might of a person. And I also want to tell you a quote in Hindi from a wonderful poem by Kabir Das. मन के हारे हारे मन के जीते जीत, कहे कबीर गुरु पाइए मन ही के प्रतीत. The state of mind is a real reflection of the power of personality. A believing man, a courageous, confident, determined person with unwavering courage and perfect plan of action can bring heaven on earth. And also remember, by this sideway passing, I tell you, it is never too late for you to become a person of your dream. Come, my friends, it is not too late to seek a newer world. Push off and sitting well in order, smite the sounding furrows. For my purpose hold, to sail beyond the sunset and the bath of the western stars until they die. It may be that the gulf will wash us down. It may be that we can touch the happy isles and meet the great Achilles whom we know. Though much is taken, much abides, though we are not that strength which in the old days moved earth and heaven, that which we are an equal temper of heroic heart, make beat by time and fate, but strong in will, to strive, to seek and to find, and not to yield. Remember, not to yield, not to surrender before any adversity and misfortune. But remember, you can say, I am the master of my fate and I am the captain of my soul. You have to believe in yourself. There are no external forces. So said my best friend, George Bernard Shaw. People believe in the external forces, believe in conditions and circumstances, congenial, favorable or unfavorable. But he said he did not believe in any kind of such external forces. It is your own state of mind. It is on your own believing. The man who get on the earth search for the opportunity, conditions, circumstances, and if they do not find it, they made it. History is replete with a story of a strongly resolved, a strong-minded person who created out of nothing all the great empire, all the great business, all the great inventions and discoveries, because they have the power of believing in themselves. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. Believe in your power of mind. Use it. Have a definite goal. Go ahead with the alliance forces and really go extra mile, because you know very well, you believe in yourself, you have all the dreams and desire and aspirations, but it should be a burning desire with consuming obsession. And if you really put your best, which is impossible for a persevering, persisting, determined person. His attitude is win or perish, victor or dead, do or die. I came, I saw, I conquered, veni vidi vici. Do or die attitude. Columbus discovered America. He was almost at the verge of dying. Infinite ocean. No sign of life, no sign of any signal that he will be touching some other land. Wright brothers stake his life, but he started flying like a bird in the sky, the invented aeroplane, because they believe in themselves. Abraham Lincoln, knowing that Emancipation Proclamation will be one of the difficult tasks, and for this he had to lay his life. He led his life. He was assassinated, but they believe that it can be done. That is the real force, and I believe it can be done. There are so many people will tell you. There are thousands to tell you it cannot be done. There are thousands to prophesy failures. There are thousands to remind you that dangers and all these suffering, sorrow, grief and pain awaits you. But you don't believe in their foolish statement. You believe in your power of mind, your own courage, conviction, determination, passion and willpower. Because you love something. Steve Jobs said, if you love something, no pain, no sacrifice, no blood, toilet, sweat is too much. Any price can be paid. But for this you should have iron willpower, the mind of thunderbolt, the courage of diamond, which never yield before any kind of obstacles. Forget about quitting. They crush every difficulties, unsurmountable obstacles, headache, heartaches, sorrow, suffering, grief and pain. They are just igniting his willpower because he believes. So remember the believing power. If you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you like to win, but you think you can't, it's almost certain that you won't. If you think you will lose, you are lost. For out in the world we find success begins with person's will, is in the state of mind. If you think you are outclassed, you are. You have got to think high to rise. You have to be sure of yourself, even you can win a prize. Because life battle don't always go to a strong or the fast man, but sooner or later the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. Yes, my friend, you can. I told you a lot of examples, a lot of stories. Be ignited, be fired, start dreaming big, desiring big, cherish your vision, cherish your idol, cherish the music that stirs your heart, the happiness that drops your mind. And if you really, truly love it, like it, and you're ready to sacrifice everything, all the delightful conditions and the congenial circumstances will be created. And you will have the dreams transform into physical reality. Thoughts are things. Believe in yourself. Stake your life, but be definitely a successful person. Thank you.